Manchester City 3, Sunderland 0. Swansea City 2, Reading 2. West Bromwich Albion 3, Queen's Park Rangers 2. West Ham United.
Good, mate. I'm just going to try and fix my sound up here. Sorry, just give me a second.
Okay.
Morning, Martin.
Morning, David.
And congratulations for the addition of your family.
Yes, yeah, he's a beautiful little fella.
Good, but lovely.
Yeah.
Really good. Very, very pleased for you all.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised with the name, I must admit. Because
sorry, what is the name?
Well, his first name is William.
Yeah.
Obviously, my last name is Norris. And they wanted to call him Charles, but because William and Charles is very regal, they decided to go with Chuck. Chuck Norris.
What, King Chuck?
So it's William Chuck Norris.
That just sums it, because we all know Chuck Norris.
Well,
I told my brother this, and he said, you know what? My brother's nearly 80. He lives in Cape Town in South Africa. He said, every time I go anywhere, he says, it doesn't matter. He says, as soon as they hear my last name, they always say, you're not related to Chuck, are you?
Yeah.
He said, I still get it. He said, the bloke's about 85 or something now, and they're still playing his movies over there. Morning, Steve.
Morning.
Dave.
Hello. Hey, Dave.
Hey, what's it?
Morning, all.
Hello, Foodie.
You just get up, Dave, did you?
No, I was making a mug of tea, Doris. Thank you. No, I've been up for over 2 hours, so
right. Okay.
I had me sausage and bacon sarnie.
Oh, very healthy.
Well, normally I wait till after the crew bar, but I was hungry, so I thought.
Yeah. Well, I've just had a bowl of Irish stew, actually.
Well, I quite like Irish stew, but I don't fancy it for breakfast.
Well, I've had a week of cooking for myself. My wife's been away in Bali. Yeah, with my daughter. When my daughter came over to see the new addition to the family, they decided when my daughter was going back to Dubai that she'd have 3 weeks in Bali.
Oh, very nice.
I thought it was your daughter in Dubai who had the baby, Martin. No?
No, my son in Sydney. Yeah.
Your son in Sydney. Okay.
Yeah, and his wife Carly. Yeah. Oh, his girl.
Oh, okay. Is your daughter in Dubai married?
No. She's got a boyfriend. She's actually, I'm not supposed to say this, but you guys are not. You're okay. She's got a guy who she works with who's Mexican, and she's going out with. She got burnt a couple of years ago with an American guy who was a military person, but she didn't tell him until she was over in New York with him that he was already married. So,
oh, nice one.
Yeah, so that went down well.
As you do.
Yeah. So yeah, she's well settled in Dubai. She's been there 8 years now.
Who did she work for over there, man?
I don't know the company name, but they are aligned with the government, the UAE government, and they're an artificial intelligence company.
Okay.
Yeah.
So nothing, not an Australian business.
No.
They make
Okay.
things up then, Doris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here comes Tony
Well,
again. See what happens
after
there.
today, I mean, anything's possible. I mean,
Yeah. They're making out that the ex-president was shot today. You hear that?
It was, yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
well,
It's
they-
a conspiracy theory.
They clipped
That
him.
looked like tomato sauce to me.
It appears that they clipped him on the ear.
If he hadn't have moved his head, he'd be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be dead.
Yeah.
Be a lot of happy Americans.
It's the start of a civil war, Mecca.
Yeah. I believe
it-
so.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. Okay, so right now we've got niceties. Everyone's saying the sympathy in that, but within a week it's going to get nasty over here.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad.
And if he goes to jail, I think you've got problems as well.
No,
He won't go.
he won't go to jail.
No, well, he won't go to jail.
Well, he
No way in
probably
the world.
won't. But you see how they react when these coloured people get shot as well, and all that sort of stuff. It's just a nightmare. I'd hate to be a policeman over there.
Yeah. I'd hate to be a policeman in the UK.
Yeah. Well, anywhere really.
Hello, Mr. Anchorman. Oh,
He's got
He's
his
having
mouth full.
breakfast.
He's feeding
Having a
his
bit of
face.
jarry there. A bit of jarry.
Look, I'm so morning, everybody. Evening, boys. Good to see you all.
Steve's got the
Macca,
fancy
Macca
dress
only
on
seems
early.
like yesterday, Macca.
I know. You know what a lousy day yesterday was?
Flipping great, flipping great. Hey, but no, Watsy, just want to thank you for allowing England. We won't do too much football, but just to say thanks for letting us get into the final. All right,
Yeah. Okay.
that'll do. That'll do.
Actually, Fruity is watching the final. Aren't you, darling?
I
Yeah.
will probably watch some of it.
Thanks, Fruity.
Yeah.
I think they'll need every bit of support possible.
Yeah.
So
Steve dressed early for the occasion.
Yeah. Well done, Steve.
Yeah.
3-1 Spain, Stevie.
Oh, here we go. That's look, thanks
Well,
a lot,
hey.
Macca.
Yeah.
Great.
So
Well, I'm
much
not
for
in-
loyalty. So much
It's
for
90
loyalty,
minutes.
eh?
It's 90
Loyalty,
minutes.
eh? But,
I'm fucking English, darling. So why should I support England? I'm not English.
British loyalty. There's nothing like it, is there?
Oh, fuck British. I tell you what.
British loyalty. Hey,
When fucking Murray won Wimbledon, it was English. When he lost, they said he was British.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
what's that got to do with the football?
Exactly.
Since when's he been playing fucking football?
You got that the wrong way
They're
around.
little balls. And
I
they
did
play
get it
the
wrong
big
way
balls.
around. I did, Steve. Well done. 1966, son. It's a long time ago.
It was, but hey, good news was that at least we were all there at the time. Flipping heck.
It's
You know,
a
we're
good job.
lucky.
It's a good job it didn't have gold technology then.
But I like that linesman. I thought his moustache was marvellous.
Yeah.
Well, I've got to ask one of the English people, and Steve's probably the best to ask. Should England have got that penalty, Stevie Walker? If you were an Englishman and it was awarded to the Dutch, would you have accepted it?
I'd have probably not been happy. But
No.
Okay.
You're right.
you take your luck, don't you?
Yeah,
You get it, you get it.
Macca, did Maradona handball the ball of the hand of God? Did Beckham deserve his red card in the World Cup final?
Yeah.
Get over it.
Yeah.
It fucking happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Hang on, we got the Aston Villa getting out there now. Come on.
Well, you're defending the Argentinians now, are you, Macca?
Yeah.
That was for the
I
bloody
never-
Falklands. You bloody.
I never
Remember the
mentioned the
Falklands?
Argentinians. It was Watson.
Well, I
Watson
can't
brought it
see
up.
Kane turning round to the ref and saying, "Sorry, ref, it's not a penalty. Don't bother."
That's right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Forrest
I just
had it
asked-
all last season. Don't worry about that.
I just
Now,
asked
look,
the-
talking about
Rodney, I just
reports
asked
and
a
that,
simple-
BBC Pete has come into
Yeah.
the chat now. And Pete, you know all the inside information. What do we need to be aware of for this evening?
How many Spain are going to win by?
Oh no!
3-1.
Hey?
Yeah, a lot of people are saying 3-1 actually.
You know what's going to happen? I reckon England will score first, then Spain will score, then they'll get a second goal. England will press, and they'll be putting everything forward, and Spain will get a runaway goal. What I reckon is going to happen. And you want to turn the gas off in your kitchen. Pete? Looks a bit hazy in there.
Trying to get some light into the building.
Yeah. Pete, if you could change your studio lighting, please. The lighting is washing you out.
Yeah, I'll do it. Hold on.
Or
Thought you were in a sauna.
You just turn yourself around or something. That's all right.
This is like when Gizzy did a live interview with our sports Channel 4 News sports reporter on the Sun Princess, with Mrs. Kling going into the shower rooms to interview Gizzy after a very rare victory for the Sun Princess football team.
Yeah.
And it's all on record, is it not, Colonel?
I've got the tape. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's probably the same scenario as what Pete is now.
I'm sure there'll be a show showing of that in Italy, Dave.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
So, anyway, but Watsy and Martin, obviously Macca, good to see all you boys from down under. Have you, Watsy, have you still got work going on now, or is it coming to a slower?
Very good. Yeah, it slowed right down, Dave. Nothing that I'm doing. The young bloke's looking after it all.
All right. Okay. I was thinking of you yesterday because a friend of mine in the village was. He had the tractor and the big lawnmower thing, whatever, on the back of it, doing the football pitch, ready for the start of the season. And I thought of you. I said, you know, Watsy and his son could have come over and done this for you.
We could have done with the work. There's not much happening over here.
Right. I'll bear it in mind. I'll put your advert up on the side of the football.
Yeah. Put it on the village signpost.
Yeah. Will do.
The only problem, Ingy, the village couldn't afford him.
Say no more. All right.
Especially when he starts charging travelling expenses.
Yeah. It's not the mowing that'll kill you. It'll be the travel, the tolls.
Exactly. Yeah. So anyway, no, the other thing was that, you know, was Steve's going on a cruise in the next couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Steve,
David, that would be next Saturday, mate.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's the flipping car parks in a
Car park's gone,
row.
Steve.
Where are you going?
Bloody hell!
Steve, where you going?
Next Saturday.
Yes.
Oh,
Where to?
Hey, that was lucky I mentioned it. Oh,
Yeah, we're cruising on the Sky Princess up to the Baltic,
up to the Baltic.
Copenhagen and Tallinn, Helsinki, all around that way.
Oh, sounds good. That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Look,
We were on there in February, Steve.
On the Sky
Yeah, Sky. Yeah.
in California, in Florida.
Out of Fort Lauderdale. Yeah.
Oh, you're taking it from Southampton over to Florida, aren't you?
No, we're taking the Sun Princess on the way back. Yeah.
Well,
I'll leave you a drink behind the bar, John.
Yeah.
Flipping heck, that's great. And then, of course, Mac is going. You're doing a trip on the Queen. Is it which one is it? The Anne, the Mary,
Queen Victoria.
Victoria.
I'm doing a cruise with Lady Colonel.
Yes, looking forward to it.
Oh my God, that'll be something. That'll be something.
I just have to call my doctor to see if I can get prescriptions for 7 weeks.
Oh, yeah. What for the uppers, the downers, the twisters, and the benders?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You'll
Something
need
I
the
meant to
liver
ask you, John.
detox after you get back.
Do you have to pay a heck of a lot in travel insurance, Johnny?
I tell you what, I know there's been a lot of talk about travel insurance, right? But my wife, thanks to Angelo and the business, she goes through Allegiance, and yeah, we paid travel insurance, but ours was so good that last time in Iceland, when I went into the bloody hospital for the night, it was $10,000. We had the money in our bank account the day we got home. So
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it's all good. The only thing I'm worried, the only thing I know we're going to talk about the Italian thing privately, but I'm a worry wart in my old age. I'm worried about getting from Sorrento to the bus station. Then we're going to take a bus to Naples, and then take a bus to Bari, and then I got to drive a car. But that's another story for another time.
What for? What do you mean? You got a what? I've got a van.
I know. I don't fit in the van.
Yeah, but we'll just drive you to your car. You just follow me like a little tugboat on the back.
Wow, see that has cheered me up a lot, Macca. Wow.
Johnny, make sure.
Have you seen him drive?
I mean, on the bends, you'll only be dropping down to about 90 miles an hour on the bend. All right. So no, you're not. Macca's very good. He's a very good, very, very good driver.
Yeah, no, that would be nice. Anyway, we'll talk about that in 2 weeks, Macca. It's all good.
Yeah, and we'll be in radio or phone contact with you if the traffic lights go against you.
Okay, Dave. Let's save that for 2 weeks. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
If the traffic lights change to green and you have to stop.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Pete, you say you're off to Croatia in
October.
October.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Can't you get there when we're there, Pete?
No, it's too busy. We can't use the apartments. They're all fully booked up.
Well, why don't you get on the Queen?
I hadn't thought about that. When are you going?
26th, I think we sailed. 26th.
Yeah, I think we do.
Of
Yeah.
August.
Yeah.
Let me have a.
26th of August from Trieste. So make sure
let
you
me
get
have a
to
look at it.
Trieste. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm flying out on the 25th.
Yeah.
So we could fly out together, Pete.
Are you you're in London before then?
I'm in
aren't
London.
You? Yeah.
I'm in Fulham.
Okay. Let me investigate.
Pete, I've sent Macca's details over on that messenger group.
Yeah, I saw it.
You
That
asked
was
for.
great. Thank you all for responding.
Yeah.
We'll get. A few
Unfortunately, we're only in London for 6 days, and Wapsie, you're not there the same time, are you? I said that to Dave because Dave said you were there the same time.
I'm there on the. Well, I'm due. I'm booked. I'm booked to the 6th of September. I just have to wait for this hospital thing on Thursday, just to in case anything goes pear-shaped on Thursday, getting results through. But as long as everything's right, 6th of September. I arrive on the 7th, I think. Yeah, 7th of September, and I'm there through till end of October, 22nd of October.
Oh, brilliant. 7th of September, 22nd.
When do you leave London, Macca?
We get there on August the 19th. We leave on the 25th of August.
Okay, no.
And we're not going back to England, unfortunately. We're ending up in Rome and then flying from Rome to Singapore.
Okay. No, I'm a
It's
few
a shame,
weeks
really.
behind.
It would have been good. Because Fruity would have come down, would have caught up with Pete. Steve's always on a cruise. Steve Walker. I mean, you never fucking get hold of him. He's always cruising around somewhere. But,
yes.
either that, it was at fucking Old Trafford.
Well,
That's
but
what, yeah.
Bob will be about as well.
And Taffy on his bike.
Yeah, Taffy and Bobo.
Would it be easier if they got a tandem?
They won't be in London.
Right?
They won't
That'd
be
be
in
funny.
London. Pete, they
Right,
won't be in
does-
London.
Does Bobo live in Wales or
But,
something?
but
He's always seems to be
Bobo
in
comes
Wales.
up to London quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
does
lives
it?
in Cardiff.
He'll be in 10 minutes.
Yeah, because his son's got an apartment, hasn't he?
Okay.
Bobo's
Yeah,
got
they
a
bought
place
an
in
apartment
Cardiff.
in Cardiff. Him and his son.
Wow.
Yeah, but his son's also got one up over the East End, near the
Okay.
Thames. Yeah.
What's he? You say you're in UK till October the what?
22nd.
27. Oh, well, hopefully there's plenty of opportunities for,
Yeah.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Dave,
Well,
Pete has sent a message out asking if these guys who are coming over can give the dates they're there and
Yeah.
roughly where they're going to be at what time. And then
I
we
haven't
can try and put
responded.
some sort of
I haven't-
spreadsheet together.
I haven't responded to that, Pete, because I'm waiting till Thursday till I go to the hospital.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Once I get the all clear, then I'll do it.
Still plenty of time.
Brilliant.
Were you also talking about Edinburgh next year? Was that, did somebody mention that?
Yeah.
I think Alistair was talking about
There's
it.
Taffy. Morning. Hello, Taff.
Well, we could be keen on that, Pete.
Brendan's going to pop up to Edinburgh. When was it? Before the end of this year to try and see what we can get organised.
Right.
No.
I did say it last time, but talking about Edinburgh and that, how's our chief purser of old? Is he still is he? Has anybody in touch with him?
No, I haven't. I tried the other day to get hold of him because last Aussie Crew Bar, someone mentioned he hadn't been in for a long time.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been on Messenger much just lately. Next time he's on, I will give him a call or send him a message.
Yeah. It'd be lovely to see him.
Yeah,
for sure. So Taffy, you're sat on your balcony, and where's the view out off the balcony?
Well, I wanted to put this backdrop up because it's nice to talk about Edinburgh, and you know me, I'll turn up and look forward to turning up. But look, in 2 months' time, Mr. Stevie down below there, Mr. Watsy, this is going to be his pad in 2 months' time.
What?
He's going to be looking down on Tenby Harbour.
Tenby Harbour. That's where we're booked.
And I mean, and that's just 7 or 8 weeks ahead now, I think, isn't it?
It is.
I'm not sure what. Somebody said to me the other day, and it frightened me. He says, "You look like fucking Joe Biden," and I said, "He's 103." He's 100. I said, "He's 103." Anyhow, that's looking forward to meeting up with the Colonel and Cindy and Stevie and his lovely sisters. So that's something to look forward to this summer.
It is.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Good
Taff.
stuff.
Bro.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's going to be good crack. Good crack.
Yeah. Oh, it's Tenby's about 2.5 hours drive from Cardiff, but I checked out where you were staying, Stevie, online and that, and
Yep.
it's a fabulous spot because you're up above everything, but it's not up and down a hill, but of course
No,
it
sure.
goes down. But it's so lovely for your sisters because they're just going to wander along, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just that
Yeah.
little wander, and the town is at the same level virtually as, because it's all built. Tenby's built above, as you can see. It's
So
built.
they'll get a cracking view.
Yeah. A bit
Excellent.
like, you've got
Excellent.
a couple of places like that on the south coast, Dave, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyhow, looking forward to a lovely September,
Thanks,
a busy September.
Thank you.
It'll be lovely. If you want to go for a sauna before, just ask Pete. He's got room in there.
Yeah, I did spot that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had to move rooms today, and I can't figure out why it's not perfect production.
It's a good job we can only see you from the chest up.
Yeah.
If you put a
Oh,
backdrop
good.
on, Pete, it will probably change.
Oh,
I've,
yeah.
I've tried that. I can't. Something's wrong with the settings. I'll have
Well,
to sort it out.
there could be something in front of the camera,
Try
Pete.
wiping your lens.
Yeah, wipe the lens. Yeah.
There's nothing in front of the camera.
No.
Yes, Laura, we know who you are.
Yeah. Anyway, Pete, you still look as good as ever. All right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh
Fantastic.
dear. No. So
What was the final score with Wales yesterday, Tav?
I think it was
Here we
something
go.
like 28-17. But
No, it was close than that.
they're putting up a good show, but they're a long way off yet.
Yeah. Oh,
They've
well,
got a
that's
long way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not in the top 10. They got a long way. They got a long way to go.
right.
But I do have to say this, and I really believe this. The beauty, even though the beauty of rugby is that the sort of mentality of it is, as long as your team put on a good show, you seem to be able to accept where they are. Now that's different with football. You either got to be, it's a different mentality with football. But I can sort of fall asleep even know that we lost yesterday, knowing that we are where we are at the moment. We're just not good enough, and that's it. But I shall be watching the television tonight. I'll put a white T-shirt on.
Yeah.
I won't put a black
T-shirt.
but I'll put a white T-shirt on.
Well, that's very noble of you, Taffy, because there's someone here who is sitting in his office, by the looks of it, and he won't be supporting England.
Oh no.
No way, shape, or form.
Who's that?
Oh, well.
Eh?
Who's that? Who's that, Doris?
You.
Sweetheart, I'm not English. I've got Scottish parents and an Irish father, and I was born in Zimbabwe. So why the fuck would I support England?
You're a bit, sir.
Right? The Scots hate the English, so why would I support England?
And I can't wait to get over there.
But then again, you're not Spanish either. You're not Spanish
Viva la
either.
España.
Yeah, you've been very naughty.
Support Spain.
It looks like he's eating a lot of fucking paella.
Oh, here we go.
What a fucking bitch. He comes out every time. Right?
Where's all
Good
the
on you,
flags?
darling.
Hang on. There you are. Is that all right, Macca?
Yeah, that's lovely. There you go.
That's all right. It's okay. Hey, Taffy, is that even better?
Yeah, that's fabulous. I got to put it. I'm going to leave sharp at 10 today because I'm taking the Taff Mobile down to Tredegar Park, and I'm throwing I'll put it up on its open house as well. I'm throwing a pizza party for a couple of young nieces. And I'm hoping, I don't think there's that many going to turn up. They all got other plans.
Yeah.
But I try and do it every year. But with the corona, they all started doing other things.
Yeah.
But so I'm hoping, but I'll show you what I've thrown up. And you're all welcome, but I've invited you. You'll never get you within 2 hours. So
We'll have a good go, Taffy.
yeah. Well, You might be just across the way. There we are. We got a pizza,
Oh, blimey.
a pizza party in the park. All
nice,
invited.
Yeah.
And there's also hot dogs made with German sausages and lashings of onions.
Lovely.
I can have so many onions. The Taff Mobile is gonna reek for a week. The reason I'm a bit excited, and I'll stop talking in a sec, is because in a week's time, a week today, I'll be going to the Paris Olympics.
Oh, excellent.
I'm going to park the Taff Mobile an hour outside southwest of Paris, which is where the what's the palace there? The Palace of Versailles.
Versailles.
And that's gonna be my base. Also, Normandy Beaches is only an hour or so, a couple of hours away. But and then I'm gonna go in on public transport and get as much up to the atmosphere as I can.
Did you have to book up a pitch months in advance?
No, well, the thing is, I'm in a thing called camping car, which is very good because there's no sort of swimming pools and saunas, but there's electricity, there's a place to put for fresh water, and there's a place to empty your toilet. So I'm totally self-sufficient in the Taff Mobile. I can have a shower in there, everything. I got a shower and bathroom in it. So all I need is to plug in, and there's one of them. There's over 500 in France alone.
Oh, very good.
Britain is
way behind.
Fucking basket case.
What do they charge you for that, Taff?
Oh, it's about a tenner a night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's
fantastic.
So now the pound is getting stronger against the euro.
Yeah.
So it's about 12, 13, 14, 12, 14 euros a night.
Fantastic.
And it's secure as well because you're all together. So there's no fear of.
Will you go to any events for the Olympics?
Have you got tickets?
Yeah, I'll go in. It's an hour on the train.
Yeah.
It's an hour on the train. Well, that might be really busy, but it did say that there's a free shuttle bus from there, a free shuttle bus from the site. So,
have you booked any events, Taff?
No, and I'm not worried about it, Steve. I'm going to go there and get in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah. From what
I did that.
I'll tell you
I did that in Sydney, Taff. I did exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
We went in all the while without having, we went to some events, but we did it all the while. The atmosphere is fantastic.
The atmosphere, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we had that with when Taylor Swift came out to Australia. I took a lot of people out there, and because it was so busy, I stayed out there. But there was 5,000 people that didn't have tickets, Taffy.
Yeah.
That sat outside the stadium with their tables and chairs and their drinks and their cheese and biscuits and all that, and enjoyed the singing. So that's what you're doing. You're going freelance,
Yeah.
Well, I've seen the photographs that what they imagine that they put up.
Yeah.
Because I got to take my hat off to the French, man. They know we put a good show on in 2012.
Yeah.
Because I was there for 3 weeks in London. I cycled to all the events and only went into the boxing. But Paris, how they're going to do it, it's going to be amazing because I've looked at the pictures that they've produced and I thought if it's anything like that, they are literally holding the opening ceremony on the River Seine.
Yeah, they're all coming up the river, aren't they? 80 boats.
Yeah. And either side of it, and the train stop, if I go on the train for the opening day, is 10 minutes walk from the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
And the whole of that area is going to be free viewing. So I done it with the Rugby World Cup. I stayed in Paris for 2 weeks for the Rugby World Cup. And they got big screens everywhere. And there's parks. It's like all big cities. It's surrounded by parks, and so I'm really getting excited.
That's brilliant. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers, Taffy. Your cycling mate has just come in as well. Bobo.
I gotta tell you now, Dave, if we, when you went to school events with your children, the school sports day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, if we tie Bobo and the Colonel together, we can have a three-legged race.
Yeah.
Because poor old Colonel's been suffering with his knees for years. Now Bobo's gone out in sympathy.
I have.
Oh,
Yeah.
great reports, Bobo, and
Yeah,
a wonderful one of the king and the queen. That was brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, it was
Just
really
saying
funny.
that, Dave. Can you ask him if are you on your bike, Bobo?
Yes, I am.
So you can't move your phone, can you?
Hang on. No, sorry.
Can you lift the saddle a bit?
Yeah. Sorry.
There you go. Thank
you. Great.
Yeah.
So, Bobo, are you still editing the interview with the king that you did?
Yeah, of course. Of course. But I suppose I can tell you this story. Colonel, what do you reckon? Shall I tell you the story?
I'll edit it out, Bobo. Don't worry.
All right. Okay. There's a bit of a story to when I was at the place in the Senate to meet the king. Well, I got there about an hour before he was to arrive, and there was nobody at the barrier. So I was right at the front. But I say that nobody. There was one person, and he had this banner, right? And I, you know what I'm like. I started talking to him. I said, "Where are you from?" He said, "Well, originally I'm from Syria." I said, "Oh, that's nice. How long have you been in Cardiff?" "About 9 years." And he had this sign to do with all the refugees that he was going to put up, And I thought, oh, this is going to be interesting. Anyway, the security went and had a chat with him at first, and I don't know what they said to him, but they must have said, "Well, I know it's a free country, free freedom of speech and everything like that," but they had him marked. And so as the morning went on, I noticed that as the crowd started to build behind me, and of course the barrier, I had a barrier and then school children, that's where the king was to meet them. So he obviously didn't meet them on the way in. He met them when he came out of the Senate. And during the time that he was to come in, what happened was all these special branch started to get themselves in positions very close to me. Like there was two right in front of me, which I could touch. And then at the corner of my eye, I could see these other ones grouped right behind us, maybe 4 people out. And then the guy asked me to take a video of him with the banner, which I did do. And then I thought, I don't think this is a good idea. And I said to Curl, at first, I was going to send it to him. He asked me for it later on, and he said, "Oh, can you give me the video?" And I said, I had a thought, oh shit, what happens if something happened or whatever. And I said to him, no, I don't think it's appropriate or anything like that. But these special branch had words with him, and they took his phone number and all sorts of things. Yeah. But I was a bit scared of, just
you should have been, Baba, because if you'd have done it, then your phone number would have been his mobile, and MI6 would have you down as a friend of you know what.
Yeah. So anyway, and in the end, my better judgment ruled. But at first I thought, I started to think about it. Anyway, it was a good day and everything like that. It was lots of fun. So that's my story. So you can edit it out or whatever. But
that's okay.
I've done nothing wrong.
I think we're good, Bobo.
So,
yeah,
did the king
Bobo?
Sorry?
Did the king come over and greet him, Bobo?
Well, he looked at me and he said, "Oh, I know that guy from the last time he was here." Yeah.
He said, "You're not still here."
Yeah, you're not still here. Yeah. But I had the excellent position. And you know what? I got it all wrong in the morning because I didn't honestly know who was coming. First, I thought it was a king. Then I thought it was Prince William. And then it was only since I spoke to this Syrian guy. He said, "Oh, well, the king's coming." I said, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
So the beginning of my reports in the Crew Bar and Seagoing were fake news.
Fantastic. Well done, Bob. Bobo, obviously you'll be leaving very, very shortly to go over to give us live updates from Berlin.
Oh yes, definitely. I'll be Taffy knows it. I'll be in Eli Jenkins, Taffy.
Eli Jenkins, yeah.
That's my local. I'll take the colonel.
That's going to be your local colonel.
Yeah,
it'll be a walk over there. It's only about 100 yards from your place.
I'm sure that Cindy will be very excited about that after 3 weeks of booze in Italy.
Well, she'll be sat right opposite the opera house, so there's a bit of culture. There'll be a bit of culture there as well.
Oh,
I have to tell you my story from the other day. I went to the bus base where I used to work for 27 years, and I've been gone 4 years. Yeah, and my memory is not very good these days. So we get there, and my friend is one of my friends is retiring, and it's great. But you know so many people, but you forget them because on the bus it wasn't like that they were your acquaintances at work. You didn't really. So anyway, a guy comes in. I go, Kiwi. He goes, English. Well, for 25 years, when we saw each other signing in, he would say, English, how you doing? You watching the rugby tonight, mate? And we don't know each other's names to this day. After 25 years, it's funny. Anyway, just nice, you know.
Yeah.
It all came back, yeah.
So Bob, Colonel, will you be able to will you be driving the bus that takes all of us to all the England games there in 2 years' time for the World Cup?
No, yeah. I haven't got my commercial driver's license anymore, Dave. It's gone.
Oh, flipping.
What a shame.
Yeah, but you've got connections, Colonel.
Oh,
you've
yes.
got connections.
Yeah. I don't have any connections to get us into a match. Who knows what match will be in Seattle? Because it's all over the place. Mexico, USA, and Canada. So who knows?
Pete, do you know any inside information?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
Too early.
Pete, what time are you flying out over to Berlin for tonight?
In about 2 hours' time.
Great, love it. We'll look forward to your live report.
Yeah.
What radio channel will it be on? Will you be on Radio London?
It could be.
Great. Love it. So Bobo, sorry to ask, but where exactly are you? Because it's lovely countryside there.
My favourite spot, Butte Park. You know where you guys got the boat round to? When we did the Cardiff reunion and you got off in the centre of Cardiff. Well, that is just up. It's just up there. It's a lovely park. It's got the Taff Trail and Taffy knows it's great spot for riding, and I come here a lot. Yeah. My coffee spots. Yeah.
Fantastic.
There's been a couple of gay muggins in that park, so watch out.
Taffy, what time is it best to be there?
But any time the lights go out.
Watch out and put your hand up if you see anybody.
Yeah.
I'm over here.
Yeah, I'm over here. Don't switch the torch on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that, Colonel. We'll catch a water taxi up to where Bobo is.
Yeah.
Right from where you remember where you got on the boat, lads, and went up the River Taff?
Yes.
When you got off the boat, that's where Bobo is. Right behind the castle.
Oh, okay. All right. Past the stadium, underneath
Yeah. Past the stadium, that's where the taxi stops. You get off and you're behind the castle and you're right in that park where Bobo is, where there has been a couple of gay muggins.
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't come here for a night. Once it's dark.
I wouldn't go anywhere at night nowadays.
Unless I've got a date.
Yeah.
I need to talk to the anchorman, Dave. Have I got your attention?
Yes, you have.
Yeah, we love Bobo and that, but we remember this is the Aussie and Kiwi crew bar, not the Cardiff crew bar.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
but Bobo's got the accent. All right.
Yeah, I have. I got an Australian. No, sorry, my Australian passport just expired. I've got to get a new one.
Colonel, am I allowed? I know I'm not on the management team, but I'd like to. I have to give Bobo a bollocking.
No, I love Bollikins, Chappie. Go ahead.
He said twice about Charlie Boyo. We call him affectionately, still call him Charlie Boyo, because he was a very popular, as Princes of Wales goes, he was a very popular Prince of Wales. But twice in that conversation, he said the Senate. It's not the Senate.
I know. How do you pronounce it? Senate.
It's Senate. Senate.
Senate.
It's a D on the pronounce the D on the It's the Senate.
Senate.
And that means government in Welsh.
I'm sorry, Taffy.
It's the Welsh government. That's all right.
Is that the best you
Got a
got, Taffy?
diplomatic thing going on here. What's
Yeah.
Come on, Dave. Come on. Take charge.
Yeah.
So now, Martin, obviously, you've been celebrating, and did you open a nice bottle of wine on the special day?
We did actually. My daughter bought a couple of bottles of Veuve Clicquot over,
lovely.
so we had a bit of champagne.
Yeah,
and
Very Australian.
yeah. But
I thought you'd be a Dom man, darling. I thought you'd be a Dom.
Only with you, dear.
Oh, great. Love it.
What was that? What was that stuff we Adam used to have on the ships? Minchinberry?
Oh,
Minchinberry, yeah.
Great Western. Great Western.
Pete, that's not
Asti
champagne.
Spirit.
I know you used to sell it as champagne and change the label, but we can't do that anymore, son.
Right.
Oh,
I heard
Quite
I
a
heard
few
Pete
weeks
used to-
celebration.
I heard Pete used to put the bottles in water, take the labels off, and whack on a Veuve label, and then flog it as a Veuve.
You got it.
Don't work anymore, son.
oh
The
God.
good old days, Pete.
Oh, never bettered. Never bettered.
I know.
You get away with it with the Australians because they'll drink anything.
They wouldn't. They'll drink any shit.
Yeah, but the good news is it's all in quantity.
That's right. That was the best thing. Quantity.
Yeah, it was. So talk about for Aussie cruising, all of you, because you all did a lot more than I did. I did just do a short period with Pete and that on the and Fruity on Sea Princess. But,
yeah, you're not qualified to say anything really, but carry on.
Well, that's what I was going to ask the question, Macca, you see, because I don't know the answer because I didn't do long enough to know. On the Aussie cruising, two questions. Where was your favorite place that you went to? It could be Japan, I don't know, but it could be where on the Aussie cruising was your favorite place to go to. But secondly, what was the busiest cruise that happened on an annual occasion?
Melbourne Cup.
Well, definitely
Melbourne Cup.
And what was that? Was that a 3-dayer or a week or a?
Yeah,
3 days.
About a 6-dayer.
It
No,
depended.
No.
Hobart, Melbourne,
We did
and
somewhere we would go Sydney, Hobart, Melbourne, Sydney.
Yeah.
If I remember rightly, we used to leave. I've got a feeling we were always in Hobart on a Sunday. What day of the week's the Melbourne Cup?
Well,
Tuesday.
Melbourne, it's always on a
Yeah,
Tuesday.
so we would have
first Tuesday in
left.
November.
We would have left Sydney then on the Saturday, gone to Hobart on the Sunday, and probably
Melbourne
got into Melbourne on the Tuesday, and then sailed
Yeah,
again
back
that
to
night
Sydney on Thursday.
back to Sydney.
No, it's usually a day at sea and then a port.
Yeah.
So it was,
And were these a chartered cruise or
No, but they had bookies on board, which was fun, and they had
Football clubs and
like racing every day. And I always remember I was at a lookout bar, and we had this bookie, and he was a high-profile bookie from Sydney, And he told me, and I remember the name of the horse. He said, Black Knight will win the Melbourne Cup. And I knew nothing about racing, but, being blind, I said, okay, well, how about I put a couple of hundred on that? He said, first time I'd ever won money on a horse, because Black Knight got up that year. And I won I think $1,000 or something. It was like, fuck me, this is easy, But
surely it wasn't as easy. Surely it wasn't as easy as bashing a can of orange juice, was it?
It wasn't as easy as opening a poker machine, darling. No.
No, probably not.
The other question was, where was your favourite place that you used to go cruising to, or whatever?
Oh, definitely Sydney.
Yeah.
Coming home.
Coming home.
Yeah, but one of my favourite ports, we only ever went there a handful of times, was Pago Pago.
Yeah.
I love Pago Pago.
Right. Where was the Fruity? Where was the restaurant that Bacon used to have a part?
Oh, that was Vila. That was Vila. That was
Port Vila.
Yeah. Oh, what was the name of it? It got destroyed, didn't it?
Yeah, it got destroyed.
I mean, that was
Pisces.
Yeah, Pisces. That was probably the most famous port for Aussie cruising for crew.
Yeah.
I don't know. I used to like Latoka. I used to like Latoka because we used to go up the Northern Club.
Yeah.
It had a swimming pool, tennis courts, snooker table, the lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I always remember
slide Latoka as well.
And Pago, that's the one that had a cable car across.
Yeah.
What was that? What was the cable car? What was it? What was it?
Oh, no, they never went on it.
They used to drop flowers when the ship sailed. The old flowers used to be dropped down from the cable car.
Right.
Ship sailed underneath.
Yeah.
I always remember my sister-in-law Susan worked for P&O head office, and they had management on board, and they went to Pisces restaurant, and they said, I couldn't believe it. There was this big table, and it was all barmen and pursers, and they seemed to be ordering lobster.
Uh-oh.
And the peasants were eating
lobster and champagne was what there was on that table that night.
You just said, well, I won lots of money on the Melbourne Cup.
I think Fruity was there the same night with Bacon.
Well, we used to go there with Bacon. Me and Bacon used to go there all the time with Callow.
Yeah, Bacon,
Alistair,
Alistair.
Dickie Rutter used to go with us.
Dickie Rutter, yep. Yeah.
All sorts of people.
I went occasionally, but I couldn't afford it, Dave, normally.
The owner of it took us back once in a boat, speedboat back to the ship, drinking champagne on the way back.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Jeez.
I have to say, Dave, that I could have happily stayed in Sydney and not gone anywhere. That would have
I think you're right, Taffy.
on
You're right,
Saturday, and because I love jumping on them ferries and just going to different places in Sydney. But the one place I have a big recollection for is Noumea, because we used to go to the hotel there, the Blue Lagoon, and we'd play tennis. And just as an ender to this story, which is a big story, but I'll keep it in one line, 2 lines. I sat on the tennis court in charge of the esky in Noumea in the Blue Lagoon. And the next thing I sort of remember, I was on a plane flying home to the UK.
Oh, no. No.
God.
Yeah, so I kept it short.
You woke up in Risca.
No, I woke
Actually-
up. No. Yeah.
Actually, Taffy.
You weren't sat next to Jimmy McIntyre, were you?
I had been working for Jimmy McIntyre. I was his assistant for until he got sometime before he got arrested. But I was in the Stern Gallery with Jimmy McIntyre.
You didn't have the same cufflinks on, did you?
No, it was a hell of a story. That, but,
They had anklet bracelets.
Yeah.
Jimmy lives in Hong Kong. Jimmy McIntyre.
Oh,
No,
really?
Thailand.
Lives in
Lives
Thailand.
in Thailand.
Lives in Thailand.
Thailand. Thailand.
No,
Yeah,
he's got,
his boyfriend's from Hong Kong.
he's got 2 apartments. He's got one in Hong Kong and one in Thailand. I'm
Oh,
on
Well,
Facebook with him.
he does live in Thailand as well, because Ian Robson, who was deputy purser, is a
Yeah.
friend of his, and I think he had an apartment
He's
in
not-
the same condo.
He's not a friend of his, Fruity. They don't
He's-
talk. They're in the same
His
condo,
boy,
but they
I'll
don't
tell
talk.
you the story.
But
I'll tell you the story.
Ian actually lives in Hong Kong anyhow.
Yeah.
Jimmy McIntyre lives in Bangkok, in a place called John Tien Beach. His boyfriend, his parents own a retail shop in the international shopping centre where the ships used to pull in. They're very, very rich,
Wow.
and his boyfriend and they holiday in Canada a fair bit.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh really?
Yeah.
Nice.
How do you know that, Doris?
because I speak to Jimmy all the time.
Oh, do you?
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you speak to Miss McIntyre?
I like
Yep.
him as a guy.
Yeah,
Martin,
I worked in the
do you
I worked
stay
in the
touch
Stern
with-
I worked in the Stern Gallery with him.
All right. Well, don't forget, give him our regards, because
Yeah.
whoever it was that done the dirty on him, it wasn't one of us. I can assure you of that.
No.
But he was quite
Well,
he was a very switched on guy, Jimmy McIntyre. Very
I'll
switched
tell you
on.
this. I'll tell you the story one day, but I won't disclose
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
On
No, no, no.
No,
No.
no, no.
No, no, yeah.
But send him our regards.
I will. I will.
Well,
There we
well,
are.
well.
There
Oh,
we
hang
are.
on, we got a
Them-
team photo.
Look at them
Yeah.
pretty boys.
There's
And
Des
of
Milliken.
Des Milliken, then Miss
That
McIntyre,
guy-
two along.
Taffy down the front.
Taffy,
that
in
that
New
guy on
Zealand.
the far
Yeah.
right.
Jimmy Bills at the front.
Jimmy Bills, yeah. He was my assistant
no.
in the Stern Gallery with Mel. Yeah.
And there's a
Mel-
good-looking kid
the
on
guy
the
with
left
the-
of the bar manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy on the right with the red hair, I shared a cabin with him as well.
Smashing bloke he was.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
dead
smashing.
now. I forget his name, but I think he was from Southampton as well. He used to like to smoke the devil's parsley, but
Yeah, he was a cool dude.
he was a very nice fella.
Yeah, cool
Yeah.
dude.
Kept very quiet, kept himself to himself, but yeah, lovely bloke.
So which bar is this one, or is that?
Well, I always thought it was the back of the monkey bar, but I don't
It
think
looks
so
like the
now,
back of the
because
monkey
I think
bar.
it's the stair. It might have been at the, because I
could have
worked
been
with Jimmy McIntyre in
Oh,
the
No, it's the
Stern
Stern
Gallery.
Gallery. Jimmy
Yeah.
McIntyre and also Desi. He was Stern Gallery.
Yeah,
Yeah, Des worked
Well,
in there with me, and the barman was Jimmy, Stevie Hyde, and Callow.
well,
Who's the bar
No,
manager?
it
Who's
was-
the bar
Callow
manager?
wasn't
That's
there.
Robbie Roberts.
Robbie. That's it. Yeah, Robbie.
That's Tracy. That's Tracy in
Before
between,
Callow.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is
Doris?
Tracy. Yeah.
Isn't he? Well, I know Stevie Hyde was because he stitched me up.
No,
Yeah.
Callow was a long time after that.
I'm sure I was
Well,
working with Callow.
at this particular moment in there, because there was only ever one barman and one assistant. So at that
Yeah.
time, it's probably in the Stern Gallery, and I was Miss McIntyre's assistant.
Did you work with
Yeah.
Callow, Taffy?
No, I never worked with him. No, he was PRS when I was on there.
Did you work with Tommy Jack?
No,
Blackjack?
I never worked
No?
with Tommy Jack. I worked with. I worked in the Monkey Bar with the guy with the bald hair. Oh, what's his name? I can't remember names now.
Rex.
Mick
Pretty.
Munson? Rex
I was
Pretty?
Rex Pretty's assistant
Pretty.
The Coleman.
Yeah, I worked with Rex.
with Dave, who's passed now. God bless him. Lovely guy, Dave.
Sawyer.
Dave Sawyer.
That's it. Yeah, you got it. Well done.
Well, blimey. Well, look, boys, it is coming up to time because Colonel's is the early hours of the morning, and thanks as usual, Colonel, for
You're welcome, Dave.
Thanks,
doing
John.
it.
Yeah.
And for all you boys coming in from down under, it really is a nice welcome, and nice to see Martin and Watsy and Macca all the way from there, and obviously from Taffy and Bobo all the way across the
All
the
the way
Welsh
from the
Channel,
valley.
you know. So and Colonel as usual.
I'd just
So-
like to say,
Oh, by the way, I've got a quick update on.
commiserations,
Oh, go on, Bobo.
commiserations to the guy from the BBC that that
John
died
Hunt.
the other week.
John Hunt.
Oh,
John,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
very
terrible.
sad, very
I
sad.
worked with him.
Oh, yeah.
on and off. I worked with him on and off for about the last 20 years. We used to always do the derby together at Epsom. He's a wonderful character, a lovely man. I never got to meet his wife and kids, but it's really
Awful,
hit the BBC. It's tragic what's
Awful.
happened
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
Right.
And Fruity, did you have
Yeah.
any?
Yeah, I've got a quick Oscar update. I spoke to him in the week. He'd emailed his cardiologist, who got back to him, and it looks as though he'll have to go to Newcastle to have something put in through the groin to open up something in the heart. It's not. I don't think it's an artery. It's actually something in the heart itself. But the cardiologist was away at a conference until Monday. And then I think they're going to start doing something from then.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, thanks for that. And
But
we'll
I
send
will
a
ring him
message.
later today because I haven't done for a few days because I just, well, one, I didn't get round to it, and two, that I knew there probably wouldn't be any update having what he told me earlier in the week. So,
Yeah.
right,
Oh.
okay, well, I
There
think
goes.
it's time to go.
All right.
Well,
All right.
Thanks, Fruity.
Well, nice seeing you all, fellas.
And
There you
you,
go.
guys.
Good deal.
You.
See you in a bit. I'll see you
Later.
later.
Bye,
Take
bye,
care.
bye.
Take care, boys.
See ya. England to win, Stevie.
Yeah. Yeah.
England.
England.
It's coming on.
Come on,
It's
boy.
coming on.
All the England supporters are remaining. They're all here. Look.
Get off, Mecca.
Oh, we are now.
There we go.
And there we go. 3,
See ya.
2, 1.